Hi there, my name is Robb Hillman. I am a registered nurse and certified life coach, and I think today is a good day for a good day. All right, so today I want to talk to you guys about perspective. And really what I mean by that is I want to talk about how our thoughts create our reality. Now, this is a huge topic. This is like one of the cornerstones of what coaching is and what it's about. But what I want to talk about today is I have a very specific example that I want to go through with you just to try and illustrate what I'm talking about. Okay, so it's a little bit silly of an example, so bear with me. But a couple of months ago, I was talking with a friend and we started talking about birthdays. And you know how on Facebook, when you log in the mornings, it'll give you a little notification to say, oh, so-and-so's having a birthday, you should wish them happy birthday. And that came up and I was like, oh, I never do that. That's totally just annoying and dumb and doesn't matter. And I kind of had this like weird reaction where I was like uncomfortable and kind of irritable about it. And anytime, you get defensive or irritable about something, that's often a very good clue that there's something to look out there. Okay? So like a little while later, I was thinking about it. I'm like, why am I so irritated by that birthday notification on Facebook? And what I realized when I started thinking about it is that every time that notification came up, I was having the thought, Facebook is telling me what to do, and I don't like that. And I don't want to do it just because I'm being told to do it, right? I have a stubborn streak. I was just being irritated that I was being, manipulated and shamed by the Facebook into wishing people happy birthday. So what I did is just, I got irritated by it and I ignored it and never wished anybody a happy birthday. Now, when I started realizing that that's what I was doing, I was like, okay, so this is what's going on. Because I wasn't having these thoughts consciously, right? They were way back in my head that was just kind of happening. But once I became aware that that's what was going on, I was like, well, how do I want to feel about this? Like right now, it's this source of irritation every time I get onto the Facebook and I see that I'm like, annoyed by it. But how do I want to feel about it? And what I realized is that I wanted to wish people happy birthday. I was resisting because I felt like I was being told to do it and I didn't like that. But really, I wanted to wish people happy birthday, right? It feels good to do that and to send a little cheer someone's way. So what I did was I changed my thought about it. Instead of thinking, oh, here's Facebook telling me what to do again today, I was like, here's Facebook giving me this opportunity to do something wonderful for someone and wish them a happy birthday. Okay? So it went from being something that was, made me feel irritable and mad and annoyed by to overnight change. The next morning I was like, whose birthday is it today? I can't wait to wish them happy birthday because it feels great. I love doing that. Right? Now, what changed? Facebook didn't change. Right? The algorithm is exactly the same. It does the exact same thing that it always has done. Nothing changed with that. The only thing that changed was my thought about it, was what I was making that notification mean. And it completely changed everything, right? So instead of being irritated, now like every day I'm like totally excited about who's going to have a birthday today so I can wish them happy birthday because it feels good to do that. Okay? Now, this is like I said, very simple example, but this, I promise you, is exactly how your brain works. Okay? So I want you to start being aware of how your thoughts create the world you live in. It creates your reality because of the perspective that you bring of how you're thinking about things. Right? Okay? This is huge. And like I said, this is a very big topic that I talk about with a lot of people. So I'm not suggesting right now that you necessarily need to go and question your entire life, but take this opportunity to kind of see if you can find some of that low-hanging fruit, like my little Facebook birthday thing. Are there things that you're annoyed by or irritated by or get really defensive about when people, ask you questions or press you about it? Because those are all good signs that there's something going on there, that you're not feeling the way that you want to feel about them. And if you're not feeling the way you want to feel about something, then sometimes all you have to do is change how you're thinking about it, and it can completely change your whole experience. Okay? So that's your homework for the week. Just start paying attention to your thoughts. Pay attention. And this video kind of goes hand in hand with the one I did on pet peeves, because pet peeves is the same thing. It's like we pick these things to be irritated by that is enjoyable to be irritated by, until we kind of lose sight of why we made it a pet peeve in the first place, and we just, instead of enjoying the irritation, then we're just irritated, right? And that, I think, is not helpful to us. So start paying attention to those little things and just see, is there a way that I can think about this in a different way that's going to help me feel better? And instead of feeling, irritated every time I see it, now I'm delighted by it. Or even if it's not, that huge of an extreme, but maybe you can go from irritated by it to feeling ambivalent about it. So that instead of this being this thing that you hate, just like, oh yeah, it's this thing that happens or whatever, but I don't care. There's no right or wrong answer here. It's just up to you of how you want to live your life, of how you want to feel about the things that happen in your life. Okay? Like I said, this is a huge topic, so if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to shoot me an email or leave a comment here if you are on the Facebook or something watching this. But let me know, because I would love to hear, or if I can explain this in a better way, I would love the opportunity. All right, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope this makes sense and will be helpful to you, and I will talk to you next week.